experience. It's the teacher of all things. Its lessons propel you forward to overcome obstacles and learn how far you can go. It's what makes you, you. And it's at the heart of every Macquarie University degree. It means you can combine virtual and on-campus learning and personalise your degree. With courses co-created by industry leaders and degrees with inbuilt internships, you learn directly from those with experience. When you're powered by our collective, you get the experience you need to get ahead. You become more than just you. You become you to the power of us. Macquarie University.
Good afternoon. Welcome to this afternoon's graduation ceremony, a very special occasion, particularly for graduands on my right, but for family and friends who've come to support them and share in their joy, because it's a great day, fun day. A few things to go through first, because make sure mobile phones have been turned to silent. We'd appreciate that. It worked well last session. No one rang anybody, so it was nice and quiet. You're welcome to take photographs, but we ask that you don't stand and impede the view of people behind. We also ask that you don't stand in the centre aisle nor approach the stage at any time. If we need to evacuate, please follow the instructions of the security staff. They will be here if and when we need them, and we haven't needed them so far. So keep our fingers crossed, folks. Today's ceremony will be streamed live on Macquarie University's YouTube channel. So folks who can't be here can watch it live on their computer or their TV if they have that sort of facility. Graduates, if you've ordered plaques or frames, please collect those from the appropriate place around the side when you go for refreshments. There's also facilities for family portraits, and that's just inside the building in the same area. So please avail yourself of that. And also, I keep getting reminded, there is a HD copy of the ceremony, which is, I don't know the technical terms, but it's sent directly to your email address or your phone or wherever, your desktop computer. So it's not a hard disk, it's just one of those things that go up in the air and come down again. So that's available around there too. I think I think it's about everything I need to say, but I'll probably get around the back later and say, oh no, I should have said that. I should have said that. Oh, anyway, I need to talk to graduands now about the ceremony. Thank you. Graduates, congratulations from me and from the university as well. What's going to happen today? Well, you're going to graduate. That's why you're here, and that's the important part of the ceremony. Lots of other important parts, but that's, for you folk, that's the most important part, because you've worked very, very hard. 5, 6, 7, maybe 8, 10 years, I don't know. 3 years, 1 year, 2 years, but it's a lot of work. I've been there, I've done it. So, my congratulations to you. So what's going to happen? Shortly the academic procession will come in, take their places on stage. You'll be asked to stand for that. The national anthem will be played, and we ask you to remove your bonnets or your trenchers. When you put it back on, just make sure the tassel is on the left. They always stay on the left at this university. Others may be different, but it's always on the left. Okay? If it somehow ends up somewhere else, there'll be some young women around the back to sort all that out, including your robes and so on. Okay, the national anthem will be played. You put your bonnets back on, you sit down. There'll be a welcome to country from Uncle Chris Tobin, followed by the presiding officer. I don't know who it is this afternoon. It's a be in your program if you want to check it out. I should know, but I don't. Anyway, that's my problem. Presiding officer will address you. Then following his address, there will be a guest speaker. Okay, it's called the occasional address. But basically, it's a guest speaker who will talk to you in the field from which you're graduating. Following that is the most important part as far as you folk are concerned. Now, you've heard me use the term graduands, ending in NDS. For today's purposes, you are graduands. Now, some of you have graduated pretty obviously from, if not this university, then another university. That's fine. We forgive you for that. But you're here from Macquarie. So you're graduands. You'll be asked to stand. Presiding officer will seek assurance from the acting registrar at this lectern that you've satisfied all the requirements for the award of your degree. It's obvious, isn't it? You have. You wouldn't be here if you hadn't. But it's a formality and it's necessary. As I say, you'll be asked to stand for that. The presiding officer will confer your degrees upon you, and it's at that point you become graduates, ending in TES. You'll be asked to sit. An usher will collect the back row, take you right around the back, and I'll be there. Now, if you have a seat ticket, that's good. Let's hope the number corresponds to the seat that you are in. Okay? If you've rolled it up and folded it and put it in your pocket, please leave it there. We don't need them around the back. It's yours now. So dispose of it responsibly, the best way. Now, if you don't have a pocket and you can't put it in there, bring it with you, and what we'll do is we'll tuck it in there. Okay? Now, mobile phones. I mentioned please make sure they're turned to silent. If you don't have a pocket to put it in, that's okay. Bring it with you. I don't have mine with me, but bring it with you, and what we do is we'll put it in your hand there, and we'll put that in front of it. So you hold it like that. So we don't want it, and we don't want any left around the back. They're yours. So basically what I'm saying is don't leave anything behind, because you won't necessarily go back to the same seat that you are in. Okay? So you come around the back, we'll check your name, and we'll give you, as I say, we'll give you one of these. Your name will appear in that window. It's your testamer. And other documents may be there as well. As I say, there was young women around there that sort of sort this out, get that sorted out, get this sorted out. You walk up a ramp in that corner and come to that corner there where the Australian or the state flag? Australian flag. Australian flag is in that corner. You'll stand there, there'll be a marshal, check your name and ask you to walk across to the presenting officer at that far lectern. Presenting officer will read your name. Now, I know we've got some PhDs here. That's important. That's great. Any Masters of Research with us today? Good. Excellent. That's good too. Presiding officer for Masters of Research and the PhDs will read the title of your thesis. Read your name and read the title of your thesis. They will then do that. And we ask that you reciprocate. A gesture of respect to you and reverse that to them, reciprocate that to them. Walk across the stage. Okay? Come across here. The official photograph will be here. This cameraman there will take a photograph of you. We ask that you hold your testamer folder like that so that it's facing out. Now, if you get across here and you realise, I didn't do this, you don't have to go back and have another go. Just keep walking across to here, stand next to the presiding officer, shake their hand and have your photograph taken. Now, this is another important thing. This is the official photograph of your graduation. And when I say official, I mean official. So it's important you get it right. Smile. All right? Keep your eyes open. Okay? Because you go around the back and all the photographs are on a display for you, and you look at yours and say, I don't like that. I had my tongue hanging out or something like that. You don't get a second chance. Okay, you can't come back and have another go. So make it the best, okay? So you've shaken the presiding officer's hand, walk off the stage this way, not down the centre, out through that opening, not jump over the edge like some have done previously, but down there, back to your row. Now, I say row because you won't necessarily be in the same seat that you're in now, because logic tells you if you're first out, you're first back. So what we ask you to do is just walk along that empty row and take the next available seat. Now, our doctorate graduates, you will sit at the front again. Not necessarily in the same seat, but you will be at the front, okay? So we keep those for you. Yes, following that will be a graduate speaker's address. Someone here, just a slight wave. Excellent, good, good. I saw you up here testing it all out, didn't I? Yeah, good, congratulations. This young woman will address you as on your behalf, or address everybody on your behalf. Following that will be a musical interlude, a very fine piece of singing, and then the ceremony will close. The presiding officer will close the ceremony. You'll be asked to stand. They will process out the centre aisle. Graduates, you follow 2 rows at a time behind them, because they'll be in 2 rows, so if you follow in 2 rows, out through the centre, right around the outside where the refreshments will be. Bit of lolly water, the hard stuff, that's later when you go to the restaurant or something like that. And a few, I don't know. There's a bit of food out there for you. So go out and enjoy it, catch up with your family, and have a good afternoon. Oh, one other thing I forgot. Mobile phones, I mentioned how we're going to put them there and put that in front. If you have a pocket, I'd prefer them to be in the pocket. But when you're on stage, we ask that there be no selfies. Okay? And I'll just leave it at that. Okay, I won't say any more. So, look, enjoy today. It's a day that you should never miss. Okay? You've worked hard. You have to participate in these. My daughter's partner has 3 degrees and he didn't go to any of his graduation ceremonies. And I feel like punching him in the nose. But I wouldn't, because he's bigger than me. But it's something you should do. You know, you've earned the right to be here. So make the most of it and enjoy. Okay?
Congratulations on your graduation, the start of a bright future, a future that Macquarie University wants to share with you. As a graduate, you are now part of our alumni community, a vast connected network that spans the globe, with thought leadership and networking events, locally and around the world, where you can connect with other alumni, find a future employer or employee. Also, as part of the alumni community, you have access to a wide range of benefits, including special discounts, free access to the library for life, an alumni e-magazine, special events, networks, and career and professional development opportunities. We celebrate and champion our graduate stories and achievements, so stay connected and stay informed. Graduation is an amazing milestone and one step on a lifelong partnership with Macquarie. That's you to the power of us. Stay connected by letting us know where your journey takes you. Simply update your details at mq.edu.au/alumni.
Hello again. Shortly, the official party will enter the graduation hall. They've taken their positions on stage. The national anthem we played, and we invite you to join in the singing of Advance Australia Fair. Would you please stand for the academic procession?
Australians, oh, let us rejoice, for we are one and free, with golden soil and a well for toil. Our home is girt by sea. Our land abounds in nature's gifts of beauty, rich and rare. In history's page, let every stage advance Australia fair. In joyful strains, then let us sing, advance Australia fair.
Please be seated. Distinguished guests and graduates, I would like to invite Uncle Chris Tobin, representative of the Darug people, to offer the traditional welcome to country.
Thank you. Warami Miriga. Hello friends and Nalawa. Welcome to the lands of the Wallamedigal. I belong to one of the local Aboriginal families of the Darug people, the traditional custodians over this part of the country. I wish to firstly pay my respects to the country and its people by acknowledging that we meet today at Wallamata, the traditional country of the Wallamedigal. I'd also like to thank the university for their invitation to welcome you today and to share this acknowledgement. It's much appreciated, the acknowledgement, and very important for our people. My family, in fact, descend from Yarramundi, a respected elder and cleverman of the neighbouring Burruburungal clan during the early years of colonisation. He saw that our survival in this new world could best be secured if we could learn more about it. So he enrolled his daughter, Bullangai, or Maria, into the Native Institute, a school set up in 1815 by Governor Macquarie, offering formal education to Aboriginal children. Maria studied there for several years and used her newly acquired skills to lobby and ultimately secure some land for herself and her family out along the Richmond Road. Other Aboriginal families soon joined them, and it became known as the Blackstown, where the present-day city of Blacktown gets its name. We are very proud of her, as I'm sure your families are of you today. And of course they would be. Your success is our success. Your advancement, our advancement. Now that was probably better understood in more traditional times when camp groups were smaller and clans abided by strict sharing laws, which meant the food that you caught and brought back was distributed throughout the rest of the camp. Your skills and good fortune were thus enjoyed by all. Your efforts literally nourished the rest of the community, and you in turn were looked after by them. Yes, we can live quite beautifully when we work together. Our Aboriginal ancestors certainly lived well in many respects, and I use occasions like this to offer them to yourselves as a model or a benchmark on how good to expect our lives today. You see, when Captain Cook arrived here a little over 200 years ago, he described the people he encountered as one of the happiest people he'd ever met. They owned nothing, he wrote, but the tools they carried. They were naked and made their shelters from the bark of trees without cutting them down, harvested food from the earth without excessive tilling or clearing. There was no slavery, no rich and poor, and no homelessness. Armies were unheard of, as were forts, jails, or even fences. People cooperated to collect the resources that were needed, which were then shared out according to strict Aboriginal law. Our lands were maintained in their natural state through fire and responsible harvesting. Our rivers and waterways kept clean and unpolluted, with people drinking out of them as they have done here for the past 30,000 years. So remember, this is not a vision or an ideal to be strived for. This was normal life for us, and for the longest time, and not that long ago. So there is no reason why we should expect less for ourselves and our children than what our ancestors enjoyed. Admittedly, there's a lot more of us. However, we are a clever people, and there is still much magic in the world, I like to believe. So graduates, I would say expect great and wonderful things from your life. Life is good, we are naturally happy, and normally very good at looking after each other and the planet. I would just ask that you share your skills with the rest of us and keep following that beautiful spirit within you that got you this far. Do this, and I'm confident we can put together a country we can be proud of and a future that is worthy of our children. We can all do our bit. I'll do mine by finishing up now and letting you graduate. I just want to say congratulations to all of you and all the best in our collective futures. Thank you. Yano.
I'm pleased to introduce Deputy Vice-Chancellor Academic of Macquarie University, Professor Rodham Wilkinson.
Thank you, Chris Tobin, for that acknowledgement of country. Macquarie University has a very special connection with these lands and waterways, and I would like very much to offer my appreciation and acknowledgement of the Wallumattagal people of the Dog Nation also. Thank you, Chris. Distinguished guests, graduates, colleagues, it's my pleasure to welcome you here today for this graduation ceremony. I bring with me a special acknowledgement from our Chancellor, Vice-Chancellor, members of the University Council, our governing body, along with their hearty congratulations to our graduates for what they have achieved. I extend a special welcome to friends, families, and supporters of our graduates. The fact that you've been invited to share in this special day is proof positive that you've played an important part in shaping the successes that we are gathered here to celebrate. I'm particularly pleased to see so many younger members of our community here today. You are especially welcome. At Macquarie, we believe that all celebrations are enhanced by the presence of children. They are, after all, future Macquarie students. We'd like very much for them to feel right at home. So parents, guardians, please don't feel the pressure to keep them quiet. Let them be. We're all part of the Macquarie University community. Graduates, you've all worked so very hard to get to this point, and you should feel proud of what you've accomplished. Completing a degree is never easy. It requires a desire to realize your dreams, a passion for inquiry, and a determination to succeed. Well done. I'm so pleased to be able to congratulate each and every one of you. In many ways, today marks the end of one journey and the beginning of a next. You entered here as graduates, eligible to have your respective degrees conferred on you. You leave as graduates, looking forward to futures of extraordinary possibility. It's worth dwelling on the journey you've taken so far, what this room means, and what lies ahead. Each of you came to Macquarie with a unique set of dreams. Only you will know what those dreams were. And while those sat around you will have been animated by unique possibilities for the future, you all chose to come to Macquarie so we may help you along your way. Take a moment to look around. Think about the hopes and dreams that brought you here, and imagine what others brought with them. It's in this room that the collective aspirations of everyone gathered come together to create an extraordinary force that will shape the future. And it's here that we wish you well for what lies ahead. A little later in the ceremony, you'll come up on stage and receive your degree. Remember, the steps that you take as you walk across this stage represent the transition in phases in your life. Don't be anxious or nervous. Enjoy them. They are as simple as crossing a platform from one train to the next. In this case, one that will soon depart on the next phase of your life. Shortly after you receive your degree, you'll have your photograph taken. This will help you remember that it is in this grand hall that you took the next steps on the realization of your dreams. It is our hope that today is a very happy and memorable occasion for you all. At its very best, a university education takes students on a mind-expanding journey, during which time the horizons of life possibility are broadened to an extent that had not previously been imagined. This is what we provide at Macquarie. We offer an encounter with knowledge and its application that sets you up to succeed in life. The provision of such a transformational experience requires that we have first-rate educators, passionate for and committed to the craft of education and the pursuit of understanding, many of whom are gathered on the stage behind me. But good teaching requires more than just good pedagogy. It also requires imagination. Without imagination and an appreciation of as yet unthought possibility, you would not have been able to have learnt and translate that learning into positive change for yourselves and society. As the late science fiction writer Ursula Le Guin put it, imagination is the single most useful tool humanity possesses. All of us have to learn how to invent our lives, make them up, imagine them. We need to be taught these skills. We need guides to show us how. Without them, our lives get made up for us by other people. Many of those guides are my colleagues here. It is this capacity to teach wisdom through the encouragement of imagination that is a hallmark of a Macquarie education. It is a Macquarie advantage. It is our way of multiplying your potential. And it goes without saying that we pride ourselves on the quality of the education you receive, the support and the facilities we provide, and the community we have all built. The transformative effect of a Macquarie education and its impact on your lives is matched by the transformation of our own institution in the 60 years since we were established. It also lies in the transformative effects that we as a community have had and will continue to have on the world in which we live. We are a thoroughly modern, forward-thinking university. Our ambition to do good in the world knows no bounds, and we are all agents in that endeavour. It's an exciting time for Macquarie University. As I'm sure you will have seen, we are nearing the completion of the development of our physical campus. What a beautiful place it is. I hope that you all take time when you leave to immerse yourselves in our glorious surrounds and to take advantage of our wonderful facilities. While we are always looking to transform understandings of the world and the way we convey that knowledge, the things that we value about Macquarie will not change. The warmth, friendliness, inclusivity and compassion that are hallmarks of our university will endure. This is who we are, and it will continue to be so. Remember, you will always be welcome here, and you will forever be part of our community. More than 230,000 people have graduated from Macquarie University, and more than 16,000 of those have graduated in this very hall since it was opened in 2020. We count among our global alumni graduates from more than 140 countries. As our Vice-Chancellor puts it, we are distinctly Australian and thoroughly global. We will always be a leader in education and in the accumulation of wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. However, our collective journey is about building community, where we have shared values, things in common, and care about each other, even when our points of view diverge. In just a few minutes, it will be my very great honour to confer your degrees upon you and welcome you as lifelong members of that community we proudly call Macquarie University. But before I do that, let me first introduce our occasional speaker for today. It is a great honour to introduce Dr. Shireen Morris. Dr. Shireen Morris is a constitutional lawyer and director of the Radical Centre Reform Lab at Macquarie University Law School. She spent the past 12 years working with Indigenous leaders like Noel Pearson and the Cape York Institute, devising and advocating the concept of a constitutionally guaranteed First Nations voice. Since 2022, she's been working to build multi-faith and multicultural support for the Voice referendum. Prior to coming to Macquarie Law School, Shireen was Mackenzie Postdoctoral Fellow at Melbourne Law School. Her research includes work on free speech and the implied freedom of political communication, Australian republicanism, Australian monetary sovereignty, and challenges of political polarisation and democratic decline. Shireen was honoured to deliver the 2022 John Button Oration, making the case for radical centre economic reform in the pursuit of true full employment. I now invite Shireen to deliver the occasional address.
Presiding Officer, members of faculty, staff, special guests, graduates, families and friends, thank you for your very warm welcome, and I too pay my respects to the traditional owners of this area. It's such a great honour to be asked to deliver the occasional address today. So I'm a constitutional lawyer, but my journey thus far has been circuitous. After doing an arts degree at Melbourne Uni, after high school, I went to London to study acting, and I spent my 20s working as an actor and singer, performing Shakespeare in the Botanic Gardens and recording pop songs with my best friend in his basement, chasing a record deal and pop stardom that never came. When I was 28, I went back to university to study a Juris Doctor. In law, I discovered a passion for social justice, writing and argument. Propelled by an interest in Indigenous rights, towards the end of my law degree at Monash, I participated in the Aurora internship program, which sends uni students off to native title bodies around Australia to volunteer on their uni holidays. So I went up to Cairns in far north Queensland and spent my uni holidays volunteering at the Indigenous policy organisation Cape York Institute, where I met the Aboriginal leader Noel Pearson. Noel must have been impressed with something I did because he unexpectedly offered me a job working on Indigenous constitutional recognition. And this kicked off 12 years of collaboration with Noel and other Indigenous leaders around the country working on this crucial question: how can Australia recognise Indigenous peoples in our constitution? As the second generation daughter of Indian and Fijian Indian migrants to this country, it's truly been an honour working with Indigenous Australians, trying to help them achieve justice, so far in vain. A major part of my work involved co-developing and advocating the concept of a constitutionally guaranteed voice, a guaranteed Indigenous advisory body that would have empowered Indigenous communities to have a better say in laws and policies made about them, so that better policies and better outcomes might be achieved in Indigenous affairs. I led a collaboration between Indigenous leaders and constitutional conservatives that germinated the radical centre concept of a guaranteed voice in 2014, building on 100 years of Indigenous advocacy for greater self-determination. The proposal was the topic of my PhD thesis, and the October referendum concluded 12 years of advocacy and work towards this change. 12 years of ups and downs, wins and betrayals. I watched the reform proposal we co-developed gain political traction through dogged persuasion. Then I watched it become a political football. I shared elation when the proposal was adopted by a majority Indigenous consensus through the Uluru Statement from the Heart in 2017, and I was crushed when their modest call for a constitutionally guaranteed advisory body was mischaracterised as a third chamber of Parliament and rejected by the Liberal government a few months later. The third chamber mischaracterisation dealt the proposal a killer blow. Still, Indigenous and non-Indigenous advocates kept working to build support for this change, driven by the urgency of the desire for reform, especially among remote Indigenous communities, where levels of disadvantage remain appalling. And after 5 more years of perseverance, I shared their hope when Prime Minister Anthony Albanese committed to holding a referendum on a constitutionally guaranteed voice when he won office in May last year. Not only had the proposal won Indigenous consensus, after much tumult and stalling, it had finally become government policy. But when the Labor government stepped up to champion the reform agenda, the opposition chose to oppose it. And success was always going to be very difficult from that point. Changing Australia's constitution is one of the hardest things to do. Only 8 out of 45 referendums have succeeded since the Constitution's inception in 1901, and the last successful change was in 1977, over 46 years ago. Since then, 9 referendums held have all been defeated. Bipartisanship is considered a prerequisite for success. Lack of bipartisanship was a major problem in the voice referendum. But Indigenous people had been waiting for over 200 years for a government willing to put worthwhile recognition to the people. This was the best chance, likely the only chance, of finally recognising Indigenous people in the constitutional compact from which they were omitted in 1901, but doing it in the way that they wanted to be recognised, through a voice in their affairs. So they chose to try. They had to. And many non-Indigenous advocates stood with them. So this year, culminating those 12 years of work and 9 years of advocacy for a constitutional voice, I spent the last 2 years at Macquarie University as director of the Reform Lab, helping raise awareness for this reform, and especially amongst multicultural and multi-faith communities. We engaged hundreds of community organisations. We shared resources in multiple languages. And in the final months leading up to the referendum, me and many other advocates around the country were flying around speaking at sometimes over 15 events a week. And during that time, I also visited many Indigenous communities, remote communities, and I was reminded of why we're doing this. Their need for change was palpable. There were communities where kids were known to break into houses, not to steal the mobile phone or the laptop, but to take food from the fridge. In Australia, those communities needed a voice in laws and policies too often imposed from Canberra that too often fail to fix the challenges they face. Those communities voted yes in the highest numbers across the country. They wanted change and reconciliation. They were reaching out to their fellow Australians to be heard, reaching out for love and acceptance. But their need was not the focus of the debate. Increasingly, the debate was mired in polarisation, misinformation, and unfortunately racism. I heard claims that voting yes would allow Indigenous people to come and take your backyards. I heard claims that voting yes would force businesses to give free stuff away to Indigenous people. That voting yes would mean we all had to pay rent to Indigenous people. None of this was remotely true, yet those claims went viral on social media and were whispered to voters at the polls. The failed referendum changed the way I see my country. I worry that we lack the ability to cooperate across political divides for the good of the most disadvantaged and for the good of our country. I worry that our constitution has become basically unamendable. And what does that say about our democracy? I'm deeply disappointed that Australians so overwhelmingly rejected Indigenous people's request for an advisory voice in their affairs, after all they've been through in the history of this country, after the discrimination, the dispossession, indeed the bloodshed of the past. Theirs was a hand of friendship extended, asking only for the ability to be heard in decisions made about them. And we told them no. I know many Indigenous Australians will be experiencing pain for a long time, and for this I'm sorry. So this is my challenge to you graduates. It is up to your generation to come up with new solutions where previous generations have failed. It's up to you to forge better ideas and strategies to make our great country greater and to heal history's wounds. There are serious issues gripping our society and too few bright minds championing compelling solutions. Our country faces growing inequality, climate change, declining educational achievement. We face a housing crisis that means the dream of home ownership is unattainable for anyone without wealthy parents. And we face year after year of failure to close the gap on Indigenous disadvantage. Current leaders view these problems as intractable, but your generation has got to break through the inertia. If not, who will? A university education is a privilege, and with great privilege comes great responsibility. Don't forget to give back. Don't be scared to try new things, even though change is hard. Don't be scared to fail, even though failure hurts. Try your best to do great things. Work hard, persevere. You will have tragedy and success, but I know you will achieve wondrous things. Thank you.
Thank you, Shireen. What a wonderful charge you give our graduates as they look for futures of possibility. You're a real exemplar of the passion to do good that Macquarie embodies. Thank you. You're a credit to our community. Graduation is such an important part of the university calendar. My colleagues and I look forward to these ceremonies and to conferring degrees on those who have met our requirements for such awards. I now call on Acting Registrar Professor Taryn Jones to formally certify the eligibility of those who have met the requirements of these awards.
Deputy Vice-Chancellor Academic, I certify that all of the candidates being presented here today and those who are absent have satisfied the requirements of the Academic Senate for the degrees to which they are to be awarded. Would all candidates for admission to degrees please stand?
In the name of the Macquarie University Council and my authority delegated from the Council, I admit each of you present here today, and also those who are unable to join us, to the degrees for which you have qualified. Congratulations.
Graduates, please be seated. Deputy Vice-Chancellor Academic, the graduates at this ceremony are from the Faculty of Arts and the Faculty of Science and Engineering. I now call on Professor Chris Dixon, Executive Dean of the Faculty of Arts, to present the graduates from that faculty. Professor Dixon.
Deputy Vice-Chancellor Academic, the graduates at this ceremony are from the Faculty of Arts. Students and staff from the Faculty of Arts develop critical, inquiring and curious minds. They work together within and across disciplinary boundaries to ask questions about socially complex problems. They identify paths of research, analyse and communicate ideas in creative formats, and reflect on the skills and knowledge they need in order to understand the world, past, present and future. Students are encouraged to use their skills and talents to connect with local and global communities. This faculty includes research and study areas in ancient history, anthropology, education, English, geography and planning, Indigenous studies, international studies, law, media, music, communication and cultural studies, modern history, politics and international relations, philosophy, sociology and security studies and criminology. Through transformative education, Faculty of Arts graduates are equipped to face social challenges with a deep evaluative mind, strong reasoning and a well-established ethical compass. They explore their creativity and passions while developing transferable skills like communication, critical thinking and digital literacy. These skills are extremely sought after by employers. To our graduates, as you reflect on the last few years, I'm sure you'll agree that Macquarie University is home to a wonderful community of people. The relationships and networks you have formed will continue to serve you well into your future, as professional contacts, as academic mentors, and as lifelong friendships. Deputy Vice-Chancellor, I present to you the graduates from the Faculty of Arts whom you have admitted to degrees or awarded diplomas. I present the graduate admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Applied Finance with the degree of Bachelor of Law Honours, Connor Olling. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Arts with the degree of Bachelor of Laws Honours Class 1, Maya Brana. And Maya is the recipient of the Macquarie University Award for Academic Excellence. Liam Holt. Isabella Jenkins. Alexandra Tibby. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Arts with the degree of Bachelor of Laws Honours, Danielle Kavanagh. Mackenzie Day. Max Smith. I present the graduate admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Business Administration with the degree of Bachelor of Laws Honours, Aidan Williams. I present the graduate admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Psychology and Bachelor of Laws Honours, Hadia Sayed. I present the graduate admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Science with the degree of Bachelor of Laws Honours Class 1, Taylor Finnegan. I present the graduate admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Security Studies with the degree of Bachelor of Laws Honours, Georgia Ryan. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Laws Honours, Maisha Kareem. Alana Renneman. I present the graduate admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Applied Finance with the degree of Bachelor of Laws, Olivia Tabanol. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Arts and Bachelor of Education Primary, Claudia Abernathy. Razan Alobaidi. Michaela Ona. I present the graduate admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Arts and Bachelor of Laws, Jessica Tong. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Arts with the degree of Bachelor of Education Primary, Margaret Eden. Samuel McMahon. Angelou Ochaha Balako. Bonnie Wong. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Arts with the degree of Bachelor of Laws, Eliza Eubank-Heim. Nehal Gosal. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Commerce with the degree of Bachelor of Laws, Freya Bagava. Mohammed Gafia. I present the graduate admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Information Technology with the degree of Bachelor of Laws, Taha Malik. I present the graduate admitted to the degree of Bachelor of International Studies with the degree of Bachelor of Laws, Abhinay Anil Kumar. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Science with the degree of Bachelor of Education Secondary, Naomi Gonzalez. Matthew Scott. I present the graduate admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Science with the degree of Bachelor of Laws, Holly Leeton. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Ancient History, Madeline Johnson. Leah Madden. And Leah is the recipient of the Macquarie University Award for Academic Excellence. Eleanor Taylor. I present the graduate admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Archaeology, Jordan Coltman. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Arts, Alvin Aguilar. Rachel Bolt. Susan Burgess. Well done. Chelsea Cambridge. Amina Kohadarevic. Luca Fajo. Viviana Hangyao. Rawadi Huang. Geung Ming Kwan. Wenshiawali Luo. Seamus O'Leary. And Seamus is the recipient of the Macquarie University Award for Academic Excellence. Alexander Papia Yononu Bosnus. Shahrukh Rahat. Sambriti Shakya. Sophie Woods. Annabelle Wright. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Laws. Joyce Amitai. Holly Flynn. I present the graduate admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Media, Adriana Boxman. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Media and Communications, Liam Archurch. Yogita Anbu Chalizan. Zachary Khalifa. Rose Schofield. Umrit Singh. Shuta Uwet Suiki. Emily White. Amelia Williamson. Zurhan Shio. I present the graduate admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Music, Brandon Thornley. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Security Studies, Joshua Grano. Kay Carbona van Dern. Gary Pusey. I present the graduate admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Teaching, Early Childhood Education, Jinyi Li. I present the graduate admitted to the degree of Undergraduate Certificate of Humanities, Diego Chavez Castillo. I present the graduate admitted to the degree of Diploma of Arts, Media and Communications, Indiana Hundorf. I present the graduate admitted to the degree of Diploma of Languages, Japanese, Matthew Whiteley. I present the graduate admitted to the degree of Juris Doctor, David Walsh. I present the graduate admitted to the degree of Master of Counterterrorism, Pablo Santos. I present the graduate admitted to the degree of Master of Early Childhood, Philly Chapman Greer. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Master of Intelligence, Stasi Evdokyo. Eliza Rowley. And Eliza is the recipient of the Macquarie University Award for Academic Excellence. Matthew Verne. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Master of International Relations, Divya Palindi Bandarara. Sarah Harada. I present the graduate admitted to the degree of Master of Media and Communications, Yating Liu. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Master of Teaching Secondary, Yu Chern Leo. Alexander Murray. Deputy Vice-Chancellor, a higher degree by research is awarded to a graduate who has successfully completed a program of study in which the defining characteristic is research. Our Master of Research is a 2-year full-time equivalent research training degree consisting of research-based coursework, postgraduate research training and a major research project. Graduates are focused on a specific research topic to produce a thesis of up to 20,000 words in preparation for a doctoral degree. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Master of Research. Jian Yunhu for a thesis entitled Decoding Chinatowns in Sydney, a comparative study of how Chinese characters are represented to create space. Well done. Evelyn Iverson for a thesis entitled Planning for Urban Agriculture, Opportunities to Improve Food Security and Food Justice Outcomes in Sydney. Maximilian Reid for a thesis entitled Stories and Statues, Australian Cricket During the History Wars. The Doctor of Philosophy is awarded to graduates who have demonstrated the capacity to conduct research independently by forming a distinct contribution to the knowledge of the subject and to afford evidence of coherence and originality shown either by the discovery of new facts or by the exercise of independent critical power. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Doctor of Philosophy. Dr. Madeleine Brennan for a thesis entitled Catholic Schools and the Australian Educational Context, Between Mission and the Marketplace. Dr. Jessica Collins for a thesis entitled The Political Geographies of a Camp Archipelago, Exploring Serbia's Institutional Camp Geographies Along an Informal Migration Corridor. Dr. Sean Duff for a thesis entitled The Role of Spatial Reasoning Learning and Development Across Social and Educational Contexts. Well done. Dr. Vanessa Ho for a thesis entitled Developing a Legal Framework for Determining Forum Choices in Transnational Intellectual Property Litigation. Dr. Annalise Humphris for a thesis entitled The Gay and Lesbian Immigration Task Force, the Australian Border and Homosexual People's Mobility in the 1980s and 1990s. Dr. Margaret Jean Kelly for a thesis entitled Developing Individual Accords, How Transgender People Negotiate Their Knowable Gender Identities, Changing Bodies and Culture to Live in and Alongside the Cisnormative Gender Order. Dr. Wing Man Lai, who's been awarded the Vice-Chancellor's Commendation for a thesis entitled The Comprehensive Evaluation of the Use of Technology in Education. Dr. Jessie Negro for a thesis entitled Mediocre Living, an Ethnography of Sydney Sprawl. Dr. Meenat Chasi Veri Muto for a thesis entitled Rajinikanth, Self-Reflexivity and the Tamil Star as Paratext. Dr. Jodie Skellern for a thesis entitled Playing the Game Differently, Revealing Connections Between Past Experiences of Playing Sport, the Gender Leadership Gap and a Structural Change in Australia's Legal Profession. Deputy Vice-Chancellor, that completes this afternoon's presentation of the graduates from the Faculty of Arts.
I now call on Professor David Cootes, Deputy Dean, Research and Innovation at the Faculty of Science and Engineering, to present the graduates from that faculty. Professor Cootes.
Deputy Vice-Chancellor, Academic. The graduates at this ceremony also include those from the Faculty of Science and Engineering. We are a dynamic faculty driven by the spirit of discovery, striving to nurture the next generation of science and technology innovators. We endeavour to be the best for the world. We deliver world-class education to enable our students to reach their full potential and work with our communities to discover and innovate with sustainability at our core. We have a wonderful mix of science and engineering together in a single faculty, which means we can conduct research from fundamental science through to developing new technologies for the 21st century. I'll give you just a few examples of the exciting work underway in the faculty. In our School of Natural Sciences, our researchers have developed a science-based system for managing rivers, which is now used all around the world. And researchers in our Centre of Excellence in Synthetic Biology are engineering microbes to turn agricultural waste into sustainable products, building a new bio-based economy. Astronomers in our School of Mathematical and Physical Sciences are answering big questions such as how the atoms that make up us all were forged in the explosions of ancient stars. They do this using instruments built here at AAO Macquarie. The AAO is a dedicated team of scientists and engineers who make specialist equipment to work with the world's largest telescopes to enable astronomers to explore the cosmos. In our School of Computing, our researchers make fundamental advances in security and cryptography so that we can trust the information technologies that our lives now so depend upon. In our School of Engineering, we're helping to build the next generation of communication technologies such as 5G and 6G mobile networks. In our Department of Applied Biosciences, we work closely with our industry and government partners to develop solutions to solve challenging problems, such as how to prevent the Queensland fruit fly from devastating crops. Deputy Vice-Chancellor Academic, I present to you the graduates from the Faculty of Science and Engineering whom you've admitted to the degree or awarded diplomas. I present the graduate admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Engineering Honours in Mechanical Engineering with the degree of Bachelor of Commerce, Conrad Gore. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Engineering Honours in Mechanical Engineering, Luke Perkins. Sabin Kumar Poon. I present the graduate admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Engineering Honours in Mechatronic Engineering, Tariq Riaz Ahmad. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Arts and Bachelor of Information Technology, Hannah Arain. I present the graduate admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Advanced Information Technology, Connor Atkins. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Advanced Science, Sok Hui Lim. Maya van der Vecht. I present the graduate admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Biodiversity and Conservation, Chaitan Sheargold. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Cybersecurity, John Dung. Recipient of the Macquarie University Award for Academic Excellence, I present Nathan Ho. Flynn O'Keefe. Zachary Talib. Max Tisdale. I present the graduate admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Digital Business, Todd Casely. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Environment, Oliver Clements. Alicia Eck. Georgina Shaw. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Information Technology, Harshit Chauhan. Brendan Chow. Tahmid Eshayat. Kim Han Liao. Ming Lin. Fariba Rahman Nim. Raisa Mustafa. Mohammed Omran. Roy Panakul. Sophia Rashbanshi. Michael Leongardi Setyavan. Nihir Man Sristra. Genia Singh. Ocean Tapa. I present the graduate admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Marine Science, Jonathan Shaw. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Medical Science, Georgia Gomez. Prakit Gosai. Prapath Pat Shukla. Chelsea May Trozado. Recipient of the Macquarie University Award for Academic Excellence, Suan Veltman. Recipient of the Macquarie University Award for Academic Excellence, Sarah Wall. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Science, Lobsang Dolma. Josephine R. Recipient of the Macquarie University Award for Academic Excellence, Abby Lewis. Matthew Malgery. Daniel Ramirez Pastoriza. Claudine Rhodes. Tabitha Tatoy. Tiani Viesma. I present the graduate admitted to the degree of Diploma of Information Technology, Isaac Lau. I present the graduate admitted to the degree of Master of Biostatistics, Catherine King. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Master of Biotechnology, Vanessa Alvarez Valva. Dorna Homainijad. Recipient of the Macquarie University Award for Academic Excellence, Noelia Soledad Rubio. I present the graduate admitted to the degree of Master of Biotechnology and Business, Chujan Giawali. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Master of Conservation Biology, Kum Dubai. Recipient of the Macquarie University Award for Academic Excellence, Daniel Shmushkovitz. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Master of Data Science, Akela Mridula. Avinash Pandey. Rahul Sonkusare. I present the graduate admitted to the degree of Master of Engineering in Electronics Engineering, Van Dien Tran. I present the graduate admitted to the degree of Master of Engineering Management, Imran Ansari. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Master of Information Systems Management, Gautam Gambhir. Rahut Sharia Islam. Ananta Ramakrishna Pedapudi. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Master of Information Technology, Suman Oasha. Adil Saeed. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Master of Information Technology and Cyber Security, Ronak Bagadia. Sudong Mei. Atika Thasi Shahir. Aprajita Shrivus. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Master of Information Technology and Networking, Nisha Limbu. Chaitrali Nandedkar. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Master of Science Innovation in Chemistry and Biomolecular Sciences, Philippe Gorayeb. Revant Kumar Yelapradga. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Master of Sustainable Development, Robin Lucas Andre Daniel Merrill. Harrison McCormick. Deputy Vice-Chancellor, I present graduates admitted to the degree of Master of Research. Gregory Baker, for a thesis entitled P-adic Regression and its Application to a Problem of Computational Linguistics. Rebecca Forbes, for a thesis entitled A Novel Bacterial Kill Switch for Biocontainment in Synthetic Biology. Aditya Godalore Balasubramanyam, for a thesis entitled The Properties of the Elqui Stellar Stream and its Progenitor. Tina Kayeye for a thesis entitled Particle Size and Stability of Plant-Based Milks, Insights from Various Analytical Techniques. Lashmi Kondot for a thesis entitled Enhancing Security in Network-on-Chip Architecture with Wireless Interconnects. Christian Mirando for a thesis entitled An Ecomechanical Investigation of Leaf Curvature. Thomas Reedy for a thesis entitled Measuring and Mapping the Impact of Buffer Width on Riparian Microclimate Temperatures. Ilyus Salim for a thesis entitled Simple Antenna Solutions for Modern Communication Systems. Zachary Sosich for a thesis entitled Optical Performance and UV Detection Properties of Zinc Oxide Nanofilms. The Master of Philosophy is awarded for research that demonstrates a contribution to knowledge in a particular field of study by presenting new facts or by demonstrating an independent critical ability to evaluate existing material in a new light with a thesis of up to 50,000 words. I present the graduate admitted to the degree of Master of Philosophy, Patrick Cook, for a thesis entitled Is there ethnographic evidence of bunya pine dispersal by Aboriginal people in Eastern Australia? Deputy Vice-Chancellor, I present graduates admitted to the degree of Doctor of Philosophy, Dr. Saurabh Bhardwaj, for a thesis entitled Femtosecond Laser Inscribed Point-by-Point Bragg Gratings in Few-Mode Optical Fibre. Dr. Tui Britton for a thesis entitled Signposts of Massive Star Formation. Dr. Patrick Burke for a thesis entitled The Biology and Ecology of Mesopredatory Sharks Revealed Through a Multidisciplinary Approach. Dr. Cynthia Castro Vargas for a thesis entitled The Rectal Gland Chemistries of Two Species of Bactroceran Fruit Flies. Dr. Monica Fahy for a thesis entitled Retracing the Dispersal of Rainforest Food Trees by East Australian Indigenous Peoples with Genomic Data. Dr. Sarah Hamzello for a thesis entitled Proteomics of Rice in Response to Drought Stress. Dr. Amanj Heradmand for a thesis entitled Bismuth Oxybromide-Based Photocatalysts for Photocatalytic Nitrogen Fixation to Ammonia. Dr. Sajad Mahmoodi for a thesis entitled Systematic Management of End-of-Life Photovoltaic Modules at the Crossroads of Circular Economy and Environmental Sustainability. Dr. Ashura Muni Chaturika Sewandi Pereira for a thesis entitled Finding Phytoremediators, the Search for Metalloid Extracting or Excluding Australian Native Plants. Dr. Molly Quinn for a thesis entitled Carving Out Context, Strengthening the Case for an Early Human Presence at Archaeological Sites in Asia and Australia. Dr. Naima Ranjbar Kaimani for a thesis entitled Towards Fairness-Aware Multi-Objective Recommendation Systems. Dr. Hervé Stanchen for a thesis entitled Production of Alternative Fuels by Thermochemical Conversion of Waste Materials. The degree was jointly supervised with University of Zagreb, Croatia under a co-tutel joint PhD agreement. Dr. Julian Ugonotti for a thesis entitled Decoding the Glycobiology of the porcelainose-rich neutrophil N-glycoproteome. Dr. David Waterworth for a thesis entitled Enabling Scalable Building Analytics Through Metadata Inference Methods. Dr. Hijab Zara for a thesis entitled innovative antennas and surfaces for 5G smart devices and IoT applications. Deputy Vice-Chancellor Academic, that completes this afternoon's presentation of the graduates from the Faculty of Science and Engineering.
Deputy Vice-Chancellor Academic, I call on Dr. Suramuni Chaturika Savandi Pereira, who graduated with a Doctor of Philosophy and Environmental Sciences, to speak on behalf of the graduating group. Dr. Pereira.
Good afternoon, Deputy Vice-Chancellor, members of the faculty, staff, graduates, family and friends gathered here today. I consider it a great honor and privilege bestowed upon me to address this distinguished gathering on behalf of the graduates on this very special day. To the remarkable graduates seated here today, a heartfelt congratulations to each and every one of you. Now, I'm not the one for a lofty quote or a scholarly reference. I find solace in humor. So let me kick off this speech with a reflection that resonates with all our shared experiences. Long ago, those who sacrificed sleep, family, food, and laughter and other joys in life were called saints. But in our context, they're called students. Never in my wildest imagination did I think that I would be standing here delivering the graduate response at my PhD graduation, 3 years after I completed my degree. To say my journey to this point has been a roller coaster ride would be an understatement. I was a very late bloomer. I wasn't the stereotypical academically gifted child. I vividly recall my mom pleading for me to pass my ordinary exams. Not even a credit, she just wanted me to pass. But I bloomed very late. However, through hard work, I received a scholarship for my PhD, which I'm very grateful for. So in 2016, I left the familiarity of home to pursue my PhD in Australia. Like a lot of international students, for me, everything was a first. Living far away from family, managing everything independently, for the first time adapting to new environments, and coping with cultural differences while navigating through the challenges of research and study. Now, doing the PhD itself was no easy task. Half the time, you don't know what you're doing, and the other half, you're struggling to figure out what you don't know. The path to this point was far from a walk in the park. There were numerous moments of self-doubt, feeling like a failure, and feeling depressed, almost giving up, feeling helpless, and most of you, I'm pretty sure, felt some of these emotions, feeling helpless isolating during a pandemic. They say it takes a village to raise a child, but I believe it takes even a greater supporting community to produce a graduate. The love and kindness provided by our families, friends, mentors, teachers, colleagues, they all helped us to make it here today. On that note, I would like to express my deepest gratitude to my parents, who are here today, for inspiring me to pursue a PhD with their academic excellence, and also never to fail to believe in me when I struggle to believe in myself, which is most of the time. And Tracy for her unconditional support and mentoring, and also our faculty and my supervisors, and especially my family and friends. Today, we celebrate not just a degree, but a milestone showcasing our resilience. Regardless of our diverse background, we all have faced our personal obstacles and embarked our own unique journeys here. So, as we step onto this next chapter of our lives, Let's carry forward the lessons that we learned, the friendships that we forged, and spread the kindness that we received. And most importantly, I would like to remind you all that you yourself are your harshest critic. So remember to also be kind to yourself. Here's to a bright future, and congratulations on reaching this significant milestone. Congratulations again. Thank you.
Congratulations, Dr. Pereira. Thank you for those wonderful words. I'm sure you all recognise something in that. Certainly, we've all still got reflections on our study, which I think you can find when anybody speaks, about the journey and sacrifices that they all make in getting to where you've all got to today. Only you will know what you had to sacrifice, give up to get you where you are. But look where you are now. Congratulations. Please join me again in expressing our gratitude to Angela Brewer for that fabulous rendition. Angela is the founder and artistic director of Coast Opera Australia. But there are many others we need to thank. Please also join me in thanking our musicians. On the organ, Heather Moen-Boyd. And on trumpet, Melanie McLaughlin. Scattered throughout our congregation today are members of our alumni community who help make things run very smoothly. I'd also like to express my warm thank you to them. Please, members of alumni, if you could stand. And finally, you can't see them, but please also join me in thanking our technical staff who are around us, who helped put this online. And others who you can see in this hall who help shepherd us through these ceremonies with great aplomb. Thank you. So graduates, you've now crossed that proverbial platform, and your relationship with the university has evolved from student to graduate and now alumnus. It is, however, far from your association with us. You may choose to continue your studies or plough furrows anew. You are nonetheless all part of the Macquarie University family. Our alumni network is more than 230,000 strong from 140 countries around the world, and every single one of them welcomes you into the fold. Our alumni team will keep you informed about the university's own journey, as well as that of your fellow students. And we all look forward to seeing you back on campus, to attend alumni events, to undertake further study, or simply visit our beautiful campus and reminisce about the good times you spent here as a Macquarie University student. Graduates, the award of a degree carries many opportunities and privileges, but like privileges, it also carries responsibilities. I urge you to commit to lifelong learning and inquiry. It is important across your lifetime that you are always open to new knowledge and the possibility for greater understanding. I would counsel also that you should hold strong opinions lightly and continually reflect on what you know and how you have arrived at that knowledge. I urge you to set ambitious goals for yourselves. You came here so that we might help you realize your dreams. Without ambitious goals, you won't achieve what you set out to do. We know you have endless possibility in front of you. I urge you to continue the hard work that has already brought you so far. You, your friends and families, and the world as a whole will all be thankful beneficiaries. At Macquarie, we pride ourselves on developing every student into engaged community citizens and leaders. I urge you always to give thought to what you can do for others along the way. You do not always have to do very much to make a difference. Often a simple gesture, a kind word, and you can have an enormous impact. I challenge you to continue to exercise sound judgment and initiative and to be generous in offering practical advice and wisdom to those you meet on life's journey. My hope is that as graduates of Macquarie University, you will use what you have learnt here not only for your benefit, but also for that of the community. And in all you do, I charge you to uphold the good name of Macquarie University. It is also my hope that you always remember the people who have helped you along the way, many of whom are here with you today. To acknowledge their contribution and to thank them for it, I'm going to ask you to do a few things. First, could all new graduates please stand? Please place your testamers on the seat behind you and turn to face our gathered congregation. I now invite you to give them a mighty round of applause. Please don't sit down yet. Please turn around, and if you can face the stage, that would be great. I acknowledged them before a couple of times, but I'd like to acknowledge them again. My extraordinary colleagues who've helped you on this journey. Graduates, please do pick up your testamers from your seat, since the official party will soon leave the graduation hall, followed by you as graduates. As we do, our organist will play the traditional recessional music of graduation, which has been played at ceremonies like these over the centuries. Now might I ask everybody to stand. Shortly, I'll lead the official party, followed by my colleagues and graduates. I would like you to join us after we exit the hall to join us for some light refreshments. Again, to the graduates of Macquarie University, my warmest and sincerest congratulations. I wish you the very best for the wonderful futures that lie ahead. Congratulations.